Hi everybody and welcome to Dynamic Earth. My name is Jennifer Beaudry and I'm one of the staff scientists. Today we're going to talk about a pretty hot topic, especially considering the weather that we've been having. Very unusual to have this beautiful weather that we had last week. So of course that's piqued a lot of scientists' curiosity. One of the main topics is tornadoes. Now we're aware that the States get a lot of tornadoes throughout the year, especially through Tornado Alley. But Canada does get its fair share of tornadoes also. Southern Ontario has been hit with many tornadoes, and we cannot even forget Sudbury in 1973 was also hit with a tornado that went through Lively. Now, those have always been a big curiosity. How are they formed? Well, that's what I'd like to talk to you about today. Very easily said, tornadoes is a mixture of very cold and dry air coming in from down north and some really warm and moist air coming up from south, and they collide together. Now, just like any siblings, they normally don't always get along, so they start fighting up in the sky. So they form this really big plume or column of air that's horizontal and starts turning up in the air. Now it starts mixing and rolling until you have an updraft, which is coming down from the ground, moving its way up into the sky and will knock that column of air, flipping it vertically. Now, normally what we see in the sky, we don't see all this action. All we see sometimes is what's called a funnel cloud coming down. Now that funnel cloud is not a tornado. A tornado is only classed that way once it hits the ground. Now those funnel clouds are what basically gives storm chasers the I've got to catch this. There's something moving, there's something going on in the air. We also have a lot of other things, but that is our first big clue that we get to see, or visual clue. Now, once it hits the ground, our tornado has different levels. So there's different intensities. Some of them aren't very strong at all. Some of them are quite damaging and can have some damaging winds. Now, we also have a simulator, so I'd like to give you a little taste of what a tornado looks like. Of course, our tornado doesn't actually form the way it's supposed to. So when you're going to see our replica, you're going to notice that our cloud formation's actually starting from the bottom and not the top. So here is a little quick taste of what a tornado looks like. Now again, Sudbury, we don't see a very fair share of tornadoes. You have to have specific conditions in order for this to happen. Tornado Alley is a prime example of this, since we're getting that really warm and moist air coming in from the Gulf. We're getting that really cold air coming in from the north. We have all the updrafts. It's prime conditions for these tornadoes to happen down there. Sudbury, not so much. Tornadoes are not something that will normally form. You have to have very specific conditions for it to form. That's why we don't see very many of them here. So to learn more about tornadoes, there's a lot of material that's available to you out there. Definitely check out the web. There's some great sites, especially the Canadian and the United States tornado preparedness centers, as well as the Weather Network has some wonderful information. Also, you can join us at Dynamic Earth, where you can talk to either myself or other scientists to learn more about tornadoes and other weather phenomenons.